What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with another festival playlist. We are in the winter in Series 5. And as always, we start with a photo challenge. Photograph any hoonigan at the Stadium Stunt Park. Now, the Stadium Stunt Park is pretty far in the middle of the map. It's a big stadium here where the new stunt park is in during the series. And a hoonigan is basically a brand. So you go to jump to manufacturer, and then you jump to hoonigan and you pick whichever car you like among these. And if you don't have one, you can buy one. Some are available for purchase. And well, when you are in the stunt park here, and well, you take. There we go, that completes the photo challenge, and we will see each other with the collectible one. For the collectibles, we have Collectosaurus Smash 15 Dinosaur Pinatas, and I highly recommend doing this in either a Super 7 card or or in a custom race, so in an event lab race thing. And I will just jump into a Super 7 card with you, and we'll do that together. So basically you are here in the Creative Hub. You go to the Horizon Super 7, you go to Challenge Cards, and then even if you just go for Trending Today, you should find one here, Hunt Some Dinosaur Pinatas. So even if you just go to Trending Today, you will find that, but you can also go to the explicit search and then enter dinosaur or pinata or collectible, and then you will be given a fair amount of cards that you can do. And the annoying thing is you need to smash 15 of them, but the counter is apparently a little bit broken, so even if you get 15, that doesn't mean that it counts for 15. So technically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, that's more than enough. So as you can see, we are already pretty far above the 15 count, and it didn't seem to trigger yet. And you can if it doesn't count yet, you can repeat the card obviously, and the counter will continue counting, and you do that until the game also tells you you have completed the 15. And yeah, we'll then see each other with the other challenges. And we are here with the weekly Forzathon challenge, Living the Dream, Own and Drive, Ken Block's dream car, the 1986 Hoonigan Ford RS200 Evolution. A car that was very popular in Horizon 4. And still somewhat in Horizon 5. So let's quickly jump into the RS200 Evo. Certainly one of the best cars to complete off-road challenges. And that completes chapter number 1, and we'll see each other with chapter 2. Next up we have recreate the Group B era by taking it off-road to earn 3 stars at the La Subida Speed Zone in the 1986 Hoonigan Ford RS200 Evolution. The La Subida Speed Zone is here in the west of the map, this one right there, and we need to reach 115 miles an hour. We will start at the bottom. I am using a 984 rating tune. I can post the tune code in the description if you care, but you really don't need it. You can just use an X-rated tune, really. I mean, there is no requirement for it, so go wild, you know? Why not? And we'll see if we can reach 3 stars. So let us jump right in. I'm trying to reach this with a decent speed, and obviously now we want to accelerate as much as we can. Lose as little speed through here as possible. And we are on 132, which is obviously more than enough. More than enough. That's actually a new personal best as well, that's pretty good. So yeah, 115 was the requirement, and reach 132, so yeah. I think you should be able to do that. Probably even without the tune. The standard one is pretty darn quick as well, so we'll see each other in chapter 3. And in chapter 3, well, we already banked the skill streak after the speed zone, so luckily we didn't complete it by accident. Bank 100,000 skill points in the hours 200 to recreate your own. I actually don't know how to say it. Gymkhana? I have no idea how to say that, honestly. I'm not in that business, so to speak. Yeah, we already banked 42,000 after the speed zone, so you can pretty much do it just here. You smash a couple of cactus. Cacti? Cacti. Sorry. And collision. And well, for 100,000 points, you obviously want to get 20,000 and then plus a 5 times multiplier that you can build up, so 25,000 times 5 would get you to 100,000, but you don't need to do that in one go if you don't feel comfortable doing that. You can just bank 1,000 100 times, right? that would be possible. Now I don't recommend doing that, but hey, I'm not throwing stones in your path. If that's your fetish, then do that, right? And yeah, we're already way past it now. The only thing you can do to make this a little bit easier is go to Car Mastery here and buy the mastery perks here that increase the amount of speed, skill points that you get, and the score that you get there. So we should actually bank that before we mess it up. Do you stay here? There you go. Can you please bank that? There we go. That's chapter number 3 done, and we will see each other with chapter 4. And for chapter 4 we have earned 6 stars at danger signs, and that means 6 stars in total. So again, you can do 6 danger signs and get 1 star every time. That totally works if that's what you're into. Let's do this one. I like this one. And I have no recommendations. The car is so good that you can pick whichever you like. And you should at least be able, even with a standard stock car, to get 2 stars of most danger signs. I think 1,000 feet is 3 stars. I'm not sure we reach that. Yeah, we easily reach that. Hey, there is a dinosaur pinata. That's the first one I find on the map. Which is why I highly recommend doing it the custom way, like I said earlier. Because finding 15 of them is quite the work. And there we go. Now we do this one again, and then we bank another 3 stars, and then we're moving over to the stunts, which is obviously exactly what we're doing right now, but you know, the dedicated stunts. this should now... Yes, this completes chapter number 4, and we will see each other with the stunts, like I already said. And we start with stunts with the danger sign Ranas Saltarinas, which is this one right here, and we need to do it in an A-class Morris. And we need to reach 351 feet, which should be doable. Now, there is a Morris Minor 1000 Forza edition and a regular one. The regular one is, I think, D-class 100 rated. Sorry, I was shortly interrupted. Yeah, what I was saying? Yes, if you only have a regular Minor 1000, then you have a D-class car and you need to tune that to an A-class tune. And if you have a Forza Edition one, you can just use that straight away. And we need to reach 351 feet, so let's try to go for that. There is another one of the dinosaur pinatas, by the way, if you're still looking for them.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, 350, easy. Yep, that's an easy 351, and that completes the danger sign. We will see each other with a speed trap. So next up we have a speed trap, Horizon Baja speed trap, and we need to do that in B-class Baja trucks. And we need to reach 60 miles an hour. And the only car that I know that works here is the Toyota T100. The one that is also on the picture. I don't know, there are probably other cars that count as Baja trucks, but I honestly have no idea. Yeah, that's the one I recommend choosing, and I have a 700 tune. Regular car is 693, and it should do the trick, but you know, why not make it a little bit easier? And yeah, we'll jump right in. 60 cars, not 60 cars, 60 miles an hour is the requirement with this car, and as you can see, we should easily be able to do that.
You have arrived at your destination.
And that completes the speed trap, and we will see that with the next stunt. Next up we do the drift zone, because when you complete the things in the order that we do it here, you are lacking 2 points to unlock the noble, and that's exactly the car you need for the speed zone. So we do the drift zone now, precipice, and we need to use the Formula Drift 599, which means the Formula Drift number 117599 GTB Fiorano, so that Ferrari that is on the picture there. And the drift zone is one up here, and we need to reach 35,000 points. That should be fairly doable in a Formula Drift car, and well, let's jump right into it. I use the standard car because Formula Drift cars are already perfectly fine and suited to drifting, obviously. So if you want to drift, you don't really need to tune them, and obviously the 45,000 points are completed within seconds. So this one probably the easiest of the stunts this week, just because it gives you a Formula Drift car for a drift zone, and
I'm
well,
impressed by the 50
that's pretty easy.
PR stunts, of course, but also that you're still here in one piece.
And next up we will do the speed zone, I believe, with the noble, because we now unlocked that. And then we have a speed zone, finally, airfield speed zone. That's one, well, down here at the speed zone, obviously. And we need to reach 150 miles an hour, which is the 3-star requirement in the S1 class Noble M600. You can use the stock standard cards in the S1 class, or you can tune it like I did to a 900 tune, and maybe give it a little different color because of a regular color. Like, I can't stand that. Anyway, we need to reach 150 miles an hour, and I would suggest we start doing that right now. So let's go. 150 miles an hour is doable with this car. 155 right now. Obviously we are now accelerating. We're going through here at 165, 164. So that was not much of a problem. The corners can be taken at very high speeds, so doing it at 155 really not a problem. Also not really if you use a standard car, but this just makes it a little bit easier to take the corner at a high speed and have the car a little bit more stable, so that certainly makes it a little bit easier to use a 900 rating. And we'll see each other with what's missing? The Trailblazer. So lastly we have the Trailblazer Festival Descent, which we do with, once again, the car that is on the screen, the Lambo LM002. Obviously you can pick whichever pickup and 4x4 that you like in the C-Class, and we need to do it with 10 seconds remaining. Now pickups and 4x4s, if you don't know what that is, you go to Cars, Change Car, and then there is a filter button at the bottom there. And here at Car Type you can filter by... where is it? There, pickups and 4x4s, and then everything in the C-Class applies. Obviously if you have a car that's below the C-Class, or a D-Class car, you can tune it to C-Class. And the maximum rating you can tune it to is 600, or else you go to the B-Class, obviously. So yeah, I'd say we jump right into it and do it with 10 seconds remaining, I hope.
In 200 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
So we obviously need to get down this hill, and to do that effectively you want to get into this little path that leads down there, like this. And you want to make sure you don't hit any rocks. Like, that's really the thing that you will struggle with, is trying to not hit any rocks along the path, because the path itself is pretty much straightforward. Yeah, not hitting rocks is the challenge here, and if you manage to do that, doing it with 10 seconds remaining isn't going to be an issue. As you can see, we did it with 21 seconds and that was perfectly fine, so... that completes the Trailblazer, and that completes all of the challenges that we do every week, so... yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, thank you for watching, and until next time, farewell.